Slamat Pagi. Transformers the movie 1986 is highly regarded by fans and is generally considered a good movie.
However, upon watching it again recently, I found that it's way darker than I remember.
Very dark. So dark. Darker than the darkest brownie.
The whole general situation is quite dark. The movie beginning with a planet literally being destroyed.
Oh ho ho, you might say. The Transformers The Rise of the Beasts also starts with a similar situation, and I would say that is also kind of a dark beginning. However, this is much different. This is a fully populated planet with robot children, women, and men just living their lives.
Just going about their day and having jobs and everything.
And then they just all get sucked up.
They have the nerve to add the nom 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 sound effect. It's almost comical if it wasn't so dark and gritty. Like a brownie. A bad brownie.
Okay.
Cornbread. I don't know.
Burnt cornbread.
I don't know why that made me laugh. Anyway, this is a dark movie. People die.
Except some of them do escape. Never mind, those guys are dead too. Big oof. Not even just unnamed characters die. We have named characters who were there from episode 1 dying in this movie.
Of course, we already know about Optimus Prime, but here's some other Autobots. Ironhide, Optimus Prime's right-hand man.
One of his right-hand men.
He's like one of the essential characters. He's dead. He's killed by the Decepticons when they attack the shuttle. Also in the shuttle,
Ratchet dies. The faithful Autobot medic is tragically murdered, just shot dead.
Prowl and Brawn also just shot and just absolutely murdered. And Prowl's actually implodes. Like, that's actually quite disturbing. He just burns up from the inside.
His eyes light on fire, his mouth is belching smoke and just falls over. I don't know if he was dead right away or whether he was just laying there dying for a while. It's horrible.
Dang, man. Other characters include Wheeljack.
Windcharger. I don't really know who that is, but Wheeljack, we all know Wheeljack, and they just killed him off screen. His body's just lying on the ground.
No remorse.
Horrible.
Luckily, not just Autobots die, or I guess luckily, unluckily, whatever. But Decepticons die as well. Megatron is mortally wounded, so he doesn't actually die, but he is actually enslaved, so you can argue that's worse.
Yeah, he and a bunch of other guys get thrown out of the ship, and then gets dragged in by Unicron, just like, hello Megatron, by the way, you're my slave now.
Starscream, who betrayed Megatron in the first place, gets just shot and just obliterated by Galvatron. Galvatron actually doesn't use this move on anyone else, I don't think. At least he doesn't kill Starscream the same way, although I guess that's because he has an indestructible spark,
which pops up in Beast Wars or something.
Transformers lore, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's some other ones. We'll just go throw up their names and some clips real quick.
Thundercracker, Kickback, Shrapnel, Bombshell, Skywarp, Reflector, and they did Shockwave dirty and killed him with no ceremony at all. So there you go. Yeah, people dying all over the place. And then the movie, Optimus Prime powers up, uses the Matrix of Leadership, and kills Unicron.
Yep, his eyes get destroyed as well. It's this overall quite unpleasant death, I must say.
Not that I have much compassion for a planet-destroying monster, but sheesh.
But probably the darkest thing about this film is the reason this film exists in the first place.
Toy sales.
A new Autobot leader will arrive, introducing Optimus Prime. No one can take on the Decepticons like Optimus Prime.
Transformers!
Apparently toy sales were not up to Hasbro's
standards
or something. So it's like, you know what? We need to go get some new characters in here. So let's go kill off everyone and replace them so we can go sell more toys. I'm sure no one will miss Optimus Prime.
No one's gonna miss the beloved Optimus Prime, Prowl, Ratchet, any of those guys.
An interesting thing is that even before the movie was released, some writers, or at least a writer, and some other people didn't think this was a very good idea. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, this isn't gonna work.
Obviously, Peter Cullen was also not a fan of this because, you know, he knows just how good of a character Optimus Prime is, and just killing him off is not a good move.
Plus, also he has bills to pay.
Yeah, so not a great reason to do this whole move in the first place. And then afterwards, they had the nerve to replace Optimus Prime with a character who has his first on-screen appearance in this movie.
His first appearance was in Autobots Strike Oil, the 8th in the series of the Transformers storybooks by Ladybird Books.
But then they just bring in Hot Rod like he's been here the whole time.
I know. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh, he must be like a character that pops up earlier in the series. Apparently not.
No. I mean, it makes more sense in my opinion to choose, like, if they didn't kill him off, Prowl or maybe Jazz or Bumblebee or somebody to become the next Prime. And you can keep the character there and, you know, you have him upgrade. You can make a whole new toy out of that, you know? But no.
Everything must go, said Hasbro. But yeah, that's just our general thoughts on Transformers 1986. I personally actually enjoy the movie. I think it's okay.
It's kind of a nice space opera adventure thing, kind of like Star Wars. So.
Yeah. The whole idea of them killing off characters characters works almost to its benefit because it adds a nice little dark realism, I guess you could call it. The reasons behind it are a little bit muddled, but I think overall it's a pretty enjoyable film.
And they later fixed their mistake by bringing Optimus back. Which is the first in line with all these times Optimus has died and then returned.
It had some of the most backlash I'm pretty sure any film has ever had. Right up there with Sonic.
But yeah, that's why Transformers 1986 is the darkest movie. Well, darkest Transformers movie anyway.
In our opinion, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.
Oddly enough, at the same year, GoBots released their movie, Rise of the Rock Lords or something like that. So if this video reaches 40 likes,
which is probably impossible,
we will either watch that or review some of the other Transformer rip-off things. There's this one and this one over here. Maybe not rip-offs, things that were inspired, and we can go find out if they're any good.
So yeah, like the video, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you in this video right over here.
Yeah.
But until then, he's Mio.
And he's Keto.
And hope you have a blessed day.
Bye.